Oh my goodness. I was muted for my whole intro. It was so good too. I had so many jokes. Bummer. I'm so bad at this. Okay, well, I can't replicate jokes. I can't redo them. It's got to be natural or it doesn't work. But welcome. Hope you had a wonderful Monday. Good to see you guys. I'm excited to have here is John himself. Good to see you, brother. Excited to get some updates on Kirk, how it's going. Again, I'm a heavy investor in the Kirk token. I went to Malaysia to check it out. Got to meet John and his business partner. Got to see Malaysia. Got to see what all is going on there. So excited to do an update. We may keep this short, or I may monologue, and it might go long. I mean, you never quite know what. So, John, before we bring you on for some updates, let me just kind of run through real quick. If you're not familiar with Kirk, first up in the comments, let me know. Are you familiar with Kirk? Okay. But if you're not familiar with Kirk, let me just quickly run through kind of what they're doing. This is their website, Kirk.io. But what they are doing is in Malaysia, they are, and John can correct me if I'm wrong, or if it could be worded better. But they are basically going to urgent care clinics, what we have here in the States, urgent care clinics, and they're finding ones that are semi-distressed. Maybe there's some areas, oh, hey, we could improve here, we could improve here. Then they are using capital that's raised from the Kirk token here to buy those assets, improve them, like buy an X-ray machine. That's a big revenue booster. Add, better scheduling software so that there's not missed appointments, different things like that. And maybe we can talk a little bit more with John about how the improvements are going. And then basically we're producing a portfolio of cash flowing doctors' clinics is essentially what's going on here. And it's been working really well to this point. John, how did I do with that? Summing up the elevator pitch of what you guys do.
Yeah, that's definitely great. Great to be back on the show again. And that was a great short, I would say, summary to what we are doing here.
Awesome. Okay, I nailed it. Thank you. That's I nailed it. That's great. So comments. Who here is a Kirk token holder? Who has never heard of Kirk? What's your take on Kirk? We got a couple people. I love Kirk, so that's good. Let's go, Kirk. One of the best projects out there in the crypto space. And I agree. Again, one of the things that I like about Kirk, so many just Ponzi schemes with no actual revenue. I ask, hey, where does your revenue come from? So many projects say, revenue, what is that? And when I asked John and the Kirk team, immediately there was answers. So really appreciate that. But John, maybe an audience, if you have any questions, start those going. I'll star those and we'll get to those at the end. John, can you kind of just give us an update on how things are going? Did how'd the raise go? What has been being done with that money? How are the clinics going? Just a general update would be great.
Yeah, sure, for sure. It's great to be back here again. Love the community here. Since I think we last spoke, we were at the pre-sale. We closed that pre-sale for about $470,000. That's a great amount. And right now we are just on a war path to sort of acquire clinics. And based on in our Discord, basically in a full more detailed update. But we've been through quite a some number of assets already, and we're just making sure that we do our due diligence properly, because at this time and moment, we don't have the biggest of funds in terms of where we hope to raise, but definitely this is a great start, because one thing that we definitely know of is that whatever we're doing is already sustainable. Based on one solid asset that we have right now, we already managed to pay out 1.7% the last month, and we've just signed on 2 more assets with us, and we are just excited to just get the ball rolling with them. So it's just more about the due diligence in this part in terms of the handover. The paper's been signed. It's just more of handing over the keys and just get the whole ball rolling at this time moment. So we've been on the ground doing that. There is definitely a few more things as well we've been running through in the background as well. We've been building the infrastructure to sort of set up our war path, I would say, towards our next raise, and as well as the community around us and with local ministers as well, to sort of build around the infrastructure that we're trying to build towards as well. So I'm trying to be very sorry if I'm here and there, because I'm trying to be very careful about what I can say and can't say at this time moment. There's just so much that we're doing behind the scenes on top of basically acquiring assets and making sure that at this time moment that we do the best that we can to our investors and ensure that we always pay sustainable returns and not go into to, I would say, more questionable investments, so that the returns will be affected in a day, and we start bleeding in terms of all the assets.
Okay, no, that's amazing. Yeah, no, thank you for giving us that. And there was a plan in place for if you raise less money than you were planning, and it's basically the same plan. It's just go a little bit slower. So instead of looking at double the asset, if you raised $1 million, you'd look at double the assets. But it's like, okay, this is no problem. It's just we'll go a little bit slower, which in the long run might serve you better. Going slower and being able to focus a little bit more. So again, not a concern on my end. Toasty says, how much were all the assets combined? Are there any funds left for a 4th/5th asset?
Yes, so we are tabulating up the total in terms of that, because right now for the final 2 assets, one we paid about 50% upfront in terms of the cash value, one was 100%. For the 100%, we're still trying to see if we can maybe do a payment plan, so we can stretch out I would say the payment for the assets, so that the profits from the clinic can also sort of supplement that payment plan as well. So there are more assets. We are targeting potentially another 2 more with the funds we have left. So we are trying to, I think a good space ideally would maybe be about like 8 or 9 assets, but obviously because each asset has certain amount of revenue, so what we essentially are doing is sort of putting ourselves at a place where the revenue that we are acquiring from these clinics are at a good space to basically the price we pay for and what we are going to be able to flip and make more on them.
Okay, very good. So what should Kirk token holders expect here over the next few months? I know you can't say everything, but what's kind of on the roadmap? What should Kirk holders be looking for?
So we will be updating our full roadmap on our white paper really soon. We just want to, I would say, sort of solidify things because we are working very closely with some institutional players. There is definitely quite a few things as teased from, I would say, the conversations with the Pillars team, where we are sort of working with them to, I would say, get information out, because these days I'm on the ground, getting the ball rolling and stuff like that, so I don't have that much time to jump in the Discord anymore. So what we did tease is that there is potentially a partnership with another bigger institutional player coming along as well, and as well as a few more growth factor. And we do have, I would say, more community rewards as well.
Did you guys lose? I don't know if it's my internet or John's internet, but I have lost him on my end. Let me know in the comments if you can still see him or if he is gone. But hey, brother, every vlog says, hey, brother, how are you doing? Always great to see projects with real revenue and long-term vision. Absolutely. Here, John is back.
Yeah,
All
sorry.
right.
I think I lost you guys there for a moment.
No, you are good. I mean, if you think about it, internet is going to outer space, across the world and back. And, so what can you expect? So we heard, let's see, you said you brought on the Pillars team to bring in more investors, so there's no dumping of the token price. If it's backed by real world utility, why would there be a concern of people dumping it? Does that question make sense?
Yes, definitely, it makes sense. So the reason why there will be a big number of people dumping is because of our pre-sale and hard sale program. So what we sort of aim to do is get everyone to that, because assets normally perform at about a 3 to 4% month on month in terms of these are GPs. But what we do know is that we can sort of bring them to the 6 to 12% month on month. And because of that, it takes time for us to sort of build towards that. What we've done in the pre-sale is that we've allocated bonus airdrop tokens that will essentially build your portfolio up to that size. And this means we are basically giving a lot of, I would say, bonus tokens at the start. So if you miss that, there's one more opportunity coming up. And that means that there are going to be people who will be dumping their tokens. So that's why we are always very cautious, and we are always very optimistic in terms of, obviously the ideal is that people would start bringing back the tokens into the protocol and restaking it. But at the end of the day, we do expect people to sort of dump. And if you sell it at a lower price, it's better for the protocol as well, because it's better for everyone, for more entry points for people as well. That's what we see.
Okay, nope, that makes a lot of sense. And that was Funny Turo's question is how do we buy more Kirk tokens?
So as of now, the only method would be the OTC. As we gear up towards, I would say, the more opportunities down the road. So
Okay, very
you can
good.
go to you can go to our website, and the OTC market is there. So right now, the floor price is about 105. And the reason why you want to get on now is that the raise that we're doing will be at $1.20. So these will probably go out quite quickly and quite soon as well, from what we estimate.
Okay, so next sale is going to be $1.20 that these are at, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so these are going to all be a steal and be kind of under the price that it's going to be here in just a little bit. So yeah, if you want to get in, and you can buy these partially, right? You don't have to buy the full. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're wanting Kirk tokens, you just go to Kirk. I'll leave a link to this as well. But right now it's all OTC. So you just go here and say buy, and you can say, hey, I want to buy 1,000 Kirk at $1.05 is what this one's listed at. This one's at $1.079. Just trying to undercut the 108 I see there. And as more people list tokens, they'll probably do that 49, 48, and things like that. So that's where you buy for now. And then there will be another sale coming up. You said probably in about a month, but we're not holding you to that. Is that correct?
Well, I didn't give any timelines yet. So
no timelines.
We are working towards it, because I think what we want to work towards the next race. So we want to showcase a bit more what we can do. So we have some little goodies that we are planning in place that we will announce with the announcement of the dates.
Okay. Yep. That's smart. You've been around the block. Not announcing dates is definitely the way to go. So awesome. Well, hey, this was a nice little update. Again, I just wanted to I know in my community, there's a lot of Kirk holders. So I wanted to just give a chance for updates and questions. Toasty does have one more. Would the team expand that war chest percentage 20% to save funds to buy more assets without the need to raise funds publicly?
I think as of this time moment, as of everyone in crypto, I think everyone wants to get their ROI as quick as possible. So in the meantime, we do not have that much plans to sort of build our war chest yet. I think our goal is to basically build a stable return and a stable portfolio that we can really showcase what we can do at optimal levels before we start, I would say, building our war chest. Because in this sense, it will allow us to build better, I would say, community, and basically build that trust where we can perform. And I think that will be the biggest testament to us and as well to the project. And down the road, when I think as the market is also rallying today, we finally see 31,000 Bitcoin after months. So when that happens again, basically people will see Kirk as a very good project, a stable project, and that we are going to basically give you the best that we can.
Yep, absolutely love it. And Tony Turo says, really like how the Kirk team has handled the pre-sale and launch. Love seeing the real revenue, as do I. So, John, anything else you want to share with us before we kind of wrap up here?
No, lovely to see you guys. Always happy to sort of give updates as of now. We will start ramping up more goodies, like I said, in our Discords and updates with people that in this last quarter, we will be quite busy, and we will be building up to quite a few of those things. So look forward to that. And
awesome.
Look forward to talking to you guys again.
Yes, no, we look forward to having you back. So, audience, you guys have been amazing. Again, if you want to be part of the project, you can go to dap.kirk.io/OTC. I will go ahead and post that in the comments. You can buy some of the Kirk that's available there. Stay tuned for more updates for another sale coming up. And John, we'll probably try to have you back every now and then just for updates, just to see how things are going. So always good to see you and enjoy having you on the channel.
You too as well. Pleasure to be here.
All right. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week, and God bless you all. Thank you so much.